Charter Oak was first mentioned in newspapers on August 13, 1869, marking its emergence as a settlement in Crawford County, Iowa, along the East Soldier River. The town's name derives from the American Emigrant Company, organized in Hartford, Connecticut. A local legend suggests the name was inspired by a surveyor who protected his maps from a cloudburst by storing them in a hollow oak tree, echoing the famous Charter Oak story from Connecticut, where a colonial charter was hidden in a tree in the 17th century. Early settlers, attracted by fertile lands, were supported by land companies like the Providence Western Land Company and the Iowa Railroad Land Company, which promoted development in the area. Establishment of infrastructure, 1870s. By the 1870s, Charter Oak began to take shape as a community. A post office was established on May 4, 1876, with O.M. Criswell as the first postmaster, signaling the town's growing importance. Basic infrastructure, including a blacksmith shop and a general store, emerged to serve the needs of settlers. The 1870 census recorded a population of 67 in Charter Oak Township, reflecting modest but steady growth as immigrants, primarily from the eastern U.S., were drawn to the fertile prairie lands for farming. Railroad and growth, 1880s, 1890s. The arrival of the Chicago, Milwaukee and St. Paul Railway in February 1887 was a pivotal moment for Charter Oak. The railway, running twice daily between Manila and Sioux City, facilitated the transport of goods and people, spurring economic growth. The town was officially incorporated on February 14, 1891, formalizing its status. Businesses flourished, and the population grew significantly, reaching 567 by 1890 and peaking at 772 by 1900, a 36.2% increase, driven by the railway's economic boost. Community development. Early 20th century Charter Oak saw steady development in the early 1900s, with key community institutions taking root. The first school was built in 1889, but as the population grew, it was replaced by a larger school in 1916, which still stands today. The town's first street was paved in 1929, improving accessibility. The surrounding fertile land supported a vibrant agricultural economy, and the town became known for its energetic farming community, fostering a sense of local pride and stability. Modern evolution and decline of rail, late 20th century, present. The Chicago, Milwaukee and St. Paul Railway ceased freight service in 1980, and the rail line was removed, marking the end of an era that had defined Charter Oak's growth. The population fluctuated, peaking at 776 in 1940 but declining to 497 by 1990 before stabilizing at 535 in the 2020 census. Despite the loss of the railway, Charter Oak remains a close-knit community with institutions like the Charter Oak Public Library promoting education and local history. The town celebrated its 125th anniversary in 2016, highlighting its enduring community spirit.